Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Steam Deck video. Today we're diving into Dauntless, which has just made its debut on Steam, alongside a massive Awakening update. It's a great time to revisit this co-op Monster Hunter game and see how it performs on the OLED Steam Deck. Now previously Dauntless didn't work on the Steam Deck due to some anti-cheat restrictions. That seems to be resolved, and at some point they did enable it. You could get it on the Epic Store for free. But now that the game is on Steam, I think the experience is much more accessible. To kick things off, I've set the game to its lowest possible settings, so graphical options like textures, shadows and anti-aliasing are all minimized, and the resolution scale is set to around 70%. The game doesn't offer any upscaling options, by the way. Now in the hub area I was getting around 50 FPS with a lot of people jumping around, but heading into a mission it seems to be a bit more stable towards the 60. Now the controls feel very responsive and the game does have full controller support, which makes it pretty enjoyable to play on the Steam Deck. However, I have to note that Dauntless is always online title and it always requires an internet connection to play, even if you're playing a solo mission. Now once we started the hunt, the frame rate fluctuated between 50 and 60 FPS in the open areas, and during combat with multiple monsters and effects on the screen, it can drop to 40 FPS. Now these dips don't exactly ruin the experience, but they are noticeable. Keep in mind that the game doesn't really lag. The frame time is pretty stable, but you can drop below 50 FPS. Now moving up to medium settings, the visuals are noticeably improved, especially shadows and textures. However, the frame rate drops significantly, often below 40 FPS, making it harder to recommend for smooth gameplay. Now limiting the FPS to 30 makes medium settings viable for those who want to prioritize visuals over frame rate. To find the balance, I did mix low and medium settings, so with textures and shadows on medium and other settings such as anti-aliasing and terrain distance on low, the frame rate stayed between 47 to 55 FPS, and I think this configuration offers a good balance of performance and visuals. Now battery life is another factor to consider for the Steam Deck. On the lowest settings, Dauntless gives you about 2 hours and 25 minutes on the OLED Steam Deck, and limiting the frame rate to 30 FPS running at medium settings extends it slightly to around 2 hours and 35 minutes. On the original LCD model, you can expect these times to drop by roughly an hour. Either way, it's clear that the game is very demanding on the battery life. Now visually, Dauntless looks stunning on the OLED screens. The vibrant colors and deep blacks bring the game's aesthetic to life. While it is an older title, I think the recent update gives it a fresh feel with revamped progression and gameplay systems. Now there is a new leveling system, so progress from the old system can carry over with some exclusive rewards for those who used to play, and I think there are some new and unique weapons this time around. There is also a season pass if you are into that stuff, and pretty much all the players start fresh with new quests and they have to learn the updated systems, but some people will carry over some items from their previous play. The game does come with a new integration in Steam, so you can invite your Steam friends directly to the game. And this update pretty much reshapes the social aspect of the game, making it much easier to play with other people. Overall, Dauntless runs surprisingly well on the Steam Deck, especially at low to medium settings, and if you're a fan of co-op Monster Hunter games, it's definitely worth checking out. Just keep an eye out on your battery life. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you have tried out Dauntless on your Steam Deck, what your experience has been like. Don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more Steam Deck content. Let me know in the comments what other game I should test on my Steam Deck. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.